And speaking of safety, I've got to stop doing these segues. None of them are good.
No, I think you need to do them more.
And speaking of more, here's more content.
Woo!
We love content.
There was a horrible thunder sound in the background that wasn't audible, but I want you to know it very handily highlighted your wonderful segue.
And speaking of segues, the other kind of segue, this final fear is regarding road safety. Now, as a child, I was not afraid of the road. And part of that is because of an organisation in the UK called Think. And that's Think with an exclamation mark at the end. And their whole thing was road safety adverts. They were putting out little short videos about road safety, getting you to think, getting you to stop, look, and listen before you cross the road. I know it worked. And part of it was because they had the best mascots on the planet. They have these little 2D animated hedgehogs who just walk along the road. They sing a little song about not getting into, car accidents by crossing the road badly. I'll put in a little snippet of it here.
You know the road well, but you never can tell. You've got to be wise. You could be surprised. It's on the road, you know. Stop, think, then go. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo.
And as you can hear, it's like adorable. It's absolutely the sweetest safety thing I've ever heard. It's not like a horrifying sweaty guy making things explode in his basement.
It's so precious.
And it's nice, it's not making you terrified of the road, it's just making you think, be careful, be like these little hedgehogs. But in around 2008, Think decided that the message just wasn't getting through. So they rolled out a new advert, ditching the hedgehogs. The advert was called The Boy Who Didn't Stop, Look, and Listen. And I'm going to put in the audio for that right here.
The boy who didn't stop, look, and listen. Before his leg was bent backwards, he loved to play football all day. But the boy didn't cross in a safe place where he could see cars come his way. He then didn't stop, look, and listen. A car hit him at quite a pace. And now he cannot play football, because his leg broke in more than one place.
So, if the audio for that wasn't scary enough, let me read a synopsis of it from publicinformationfilms.fandom.com. Ahem. The advert shows a boy standing by the side of a road, reliving his misjudged attempt to cross a road. He was playing football with some friends before deciding to cross the road without following the Green Cross code. Stop, look, and listen. This resulted in him being run over by a car. The advert concludes with his friends in present time correctly crossing the road before playing football. He pissed pants! I didn't read this whole summary before I read it out loud, but it just ends in. The advert concludes with his friends in time correctly crossed the road before playing football, full stop, and in all lowercase, he pissed pants.
Once again, not audible due to the power of audio editing, but there was a huge peal of thunder after the words, he pissed pants.
It's just... and that doesn't even happen in the thing. He doesn't piss pants. But even that synopsis doesn't cover the visual horror of it. Did you see the film Big Eyes, Vera?
No, but I'm making some guesses based off the name. Call it a hunch.
Well, it's a Tim Burton sort of... Calling it docudrama is probably giving it more credit than it's due. But it's about this woman who paints these pictures like big-eyed children and stuff. And that's what these look like. They just look like these horrifying, haunted little freaks. Even when they're alive, they look wrong. But when you see this horrifying, mangled child just limping along in his blood-stained shirt and his bags under his eyes, I pissed pants when I saw that. It's horrifying. Imagine, like, 2007, I'm looking at these little hedgehogs crossing the road, ooh, it's sweet. And then all of a sudden, ooh, this boy didn't stop look and listen, and now he's been torn to shreds. Like, holy shit.
A little, just a little horrifying. He piss pants, she piss pants, we all piss pants seeing whatever the hell that was.
No, I was not immune to piss pants.
None of us are.
There were multiple adverts in this little campaign. I'm not going to read out all of them or give samples of all of them. There was also the girl who didn't dress bright in the dark, where it's like a girl crossing the road at night and then she gets hit by a car because the driver couldn't see her. But Jesus. And
Nice and cheery,
again,
guys. Nice and cheery.
for me, the previous adverts working just fine. I was comfortable with the road. When I saw stuff like that, it wasn't even that I was afraid of the road. I was just afraid of these adverts. I just didn't want to see them. It's absolutely horrifying. Like, Vera, do you have any sort of PSAs in America regarding crossing the road? Or do they just sort of leave you to die?
No, it's something mainly taught, or just the very occasional cartoon, hey, look both ways before you cross the street. And then you look both ways before you cross the street, and then it's over.
Because, like, the UK's had various crossing the road campaigns. Tufty was one of them, who was like this little stop-motion squirrel puppet who was like a total dickhead who just didn't know how to cross the road. And then there was SPLINK, which stood for... give me a second, actually. Let me search up what SPLINK stood for. And that's SPLINK. SPLINK.
Splink!
SPLINK. Here we are, yes. So, first it was Tufty, advertising the Green Cross Code, who again was just this idiot squirrel child who didn't know how to cross the road. And then it became SPLINK, hosted by third Doctor actor John Pertwee. And actually, a little thought experiment, Vera. What do you think SPLINK stands for?
I got nothing, I'm gonna be honest. I just keep thinking about the word splink.
So, SPLINK stands for first find a safe place to cross and stop. Stand on the pavement near the curb. You see where this is going? Look all around for traffic and listen. At least that one starts with the letter. If traffic is coming, let it pass. When there is no traffic near, walk straight across the road. And finally, keep looking and listening for traffic while you cross. Absolutely useless.
Head empty. Only splink.
One more time. So, one more time. If we take the letters that SPLINK stands for, it stands for safe, pavement, look, if, no, keep. Thanks, John Pertwee.
Extremely helpful.
Just looks into the camera and goes, SPLINK! But I'll have to put in a clip of him saying SPLINK right here.
Splink!
Splink!
One more fun fact, actually, before we leave this topic. The former Green Cross Code man was actually David Prowse, who was the body actor for Darth Vader in the original Star Wars films.
Huh. Neat.
The more you know.